Hey, good morning. Pastor Steve here. What was 14:5? One man esteems one day above another, another esteems every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. He that regards the day regards it to the Lord. He that regards not the day to the Lord, he does not regard it. He that eateth, eateth to the Lord, for he giveth God thanks. He that eateth not to the Lord, he eateth not, and gives God thanks. For none of us live to himself. No man dies to himself. Whether we live to the Lord. Whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live or die, we are the Lord's. I think this is all best summed up by an incident that happened on a beach outside of Galilee shortly after the resurrection. Remember when the boys were out there and they were discouraged, and Peter said, "I'm going fishing," and all the other guys followed. Yeah. And then someone showed up on the beach. They'd been fishing all night and caught nothing. They saw a guy on the beach by a fire. He says, "Lads, have you any fish?" "No, try the next landing. We fished all night and got nothing." Then he said, "Throw your nets on the right side of the boat." Well, they heard this before, and they did, and pow, the nets were full. Remember, 153 fish in them. Then Peter says, "Whoa, it's the Lord!" And he jumps in, swims to shore, and Jesus feeds them. And then they're walking together in an intimate scene where Jesus tells Peter those 3 times to feed his sheep. And then in John 21:18-22, he says, "I tell you the truth. When you were young, you were able to do as you liked. You dressed yourself and went wherever you wanted to. But when you're old, you'll stretch out your hands. Others will dress you and take you where you don't want to go." Jesus said this to let him know by what kind of death he would glorify God. Then Jesus told him, "Follow me." Peter turned around and saw behind him the disciple that Jesus loved, John, the one who had leaned over him at the supper table. And Peter said, "Lord, what about him?" And Jesus said this, and this is my point here. "If I want him to remain alive until I return, what is that to you? You follow me. You follow me." In other words, dude, you serve Jesus. You leave me to sort out the other folks. So much effort is wasted on flailing others in the Christian press, and the gospel is hindered. Jesus is saying, don't fret about John. You pay attention to Peter. You pay attention to the ministry I've given you. You feed my sheep. He is none of your business. Now you get about serving and ponder that.